Thank you for coming. I am Tammy Basel with the Women Involved in Farm Economics. And my concern is the fact that these farm bills can pass, but yet the software is not available for our FSA offices. And with the livestock loss program, many producers lost significant livestock, but yet we have already signed up, the deadline for the sign up has passed. When we visit with our FSA office, they say there is no software, and I would encourage you to ensure that the software for our offices, the funding is there. And additionally, I would like to make a comment about the Clean Energy Act. Our farms and ranches need diesel fuel. There is no electric combine. And competition in the small refineries is vital. So I would encourage that as the Senate passes there, when you come to your conferees, that there will be some adequate allowances for small refineries.
Let me address the software issue. That is an issue that we are acutely aware of. Unfortunately, for far too long, the software needs and technology needs of FSA, and for that matter, of the entire USDA, have not been fully funded, fully appreciated, fully advocated for in the halls of Congress. There's no reason why a member of Congress should vote for something unless they hear the Secretary and people within the USDA advocating for this as a priority. They only can fund so many priorities, and unfortunately this has not been a priority until now. It is a priority for me. The reason it's a priority for me is because it directly impacts and affects farmers and ranchers. And it makes it very difficult for farm service folks to do the job they want to do in the time that they'd like to be able to do it in. So we have put together a multi-year plan, and the reason it's multiple years is because it's about a $400 million investment that will be required to actually modernize the entire FSA computer system. While we're modernizing it, we also have to invest money in the current system. It seems crazy, but you actually have to invest money in the current system so that it doesn't crash, so that you completely shut down the entire set of operations. So there's a chunk of money that goes to maintain the program, then there's a chunk of money that goes to improve it, and you have to do it in steps. You have to test the equipment, you have to test the software, make sure it works, and it takes time to do that. So it's a multi-year commitment. We have asked Congress to fund the first year of that commitment in the Recovery and Reinvestment Act, and they funded a portion of that. We've asked them in the 2010 budget year that just began October 1st to fund additional resources, and our hope and belief is that they will for this year. And we were crafting our 2011 budget, and we include another installment, a fairly significant chunk of money for upgrading technology in the next year. So hopefully by the next couple of years, we'll see a vast improvement over all of the programs, not just the livestock indemnity program, but all the programs. We should be able to do a better job. But it has been a problem.
And Congress is very aware of the problem. We've spoken with the Secretary and his folks. The Farm Bill did authorize $60 million for RMA. So now we've got to make sure and have the assurances as the fiscal year 2010 appropriations process wraps up, and then the request for fiscal year 2011 that FSA is able to meet those targets. But I've given assurances, and as the Secretary reiterated, sure will be prioritized in all of that. Just as I know, in looking around the audience here, we've got a lot of folks from central and western South Dakota who have eligible losses for 08 and 09 under LIP, under ELAP, some other programs. So they're all moving forward with in terms of the software needs for FSA.
And if you can get me your contact information quickly, I'll give it to Jonathan, and Jonathan will look into your specific situation.